Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Ever since I posted my last two videos regarding fillers, a lot of you ladies had a lot of questions regarding fillers and Botox, as well as about how to remove your dark circles, as well as about how to dissolve fat from your face, especially if you have a double chin. So since I had so many questions regarding different things, I just thought it would make most sense for me to make a very clear, detailed video for you ladies covering all your questions, and I'm going to answer them in this video for you guys. So before you decide to get any filler or Botox done for that matter, watch this video first so you have a better idea of what you're gonna get and what you should go for. Also today, let's honestly talk about what I have gotten done on my face, because a lot of you guys are accusing me and assuming a lot of things about my face that I have gotten done which I haven't. So I'm gonna clear that out in this video for you guys also. Also, a little disclaimer here, I'm not a doctor, I'm actually a biomedical dropout myself. However, this video is based on my deep research, personal experience, observation, back and forth consulting with doctors and estheticians, and special thanks to Dr. Noor because she helped me out with a lot of information that I kind of didn't know how to put into words. Now let's get into the video. Let's start with talking about the different lip filler techniques that we have now without getting too scientific or doctory here. So the two main common filler techniques we have is standard lips, and then you have the Russian lips. So without me getting too technical or scientific here, let me just make it very simple for you guys so we all can understand. So for the standard lip technique, linear injections are used, which are horizontally injected onto your lips, which spreads out the volume evenly throughout the lips. And now with the Russian technique, which is so trending nowadays anyway, which is also what I, by the way, recently got done. In that technique, the estheticians may prefer to use fanning techniques, which are actually vertical lines injected onto your lips, especially focusing on the cupid's bow. In this technique, the syringe is basically injected vertically, kind of raising that cupid's bow. So this technique actually helps to raise volume in one particular area. It's mainly used to lift the cupid's bow. Let's talk about lip filler materials. Now there is obviously a lot of different fillers and Botox materials available on the market, but the most commonly used fillers are Juvederm Silk, Restylane, and Volbella. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Now these are all pure hyaluronic acid fillers. Now your lips naturally tend to have hyaluronic acid in them, which helps with the volume of the lips. Now with time, with aging, with your lifestyle choices, of course, the volume starts to go down, which also results in the shrinking, especially of your upper lip. So as you age, you will see that the upper lip actually starts to age way before. Your lower lip might still be a little plumpy. Of course, I think it's also because of gravity, right? But in the upper lip now, you will see that there's naturally a significant difference in the volume of the lip, and your cupid's bow seems to have fallen down quite a bit, which gives you like that shrinking lip effect. Which is also why now the Russian technique has become so popular, because what that does, it focuses on raising back up that cupid's bow area, which is of course a symbol of youth and, I don't know, a doll-like appearance as well as beauty. Now let's talk about the difference between the standard lip technique and then the Russian lip technique, so you have a better understanding, and then you can just choose your preference and go with whatever you prefer. Now with the standard lip fillers, as I said, they're injected horizontally onto your lips, creating volume, spreading it out evenly throughout the whole lip. The Russian lip may require a bit more precision, and also the syringe may be preferred to be a bit more smaller. The injections are now made vertically, also called the fanning technique, and the focus, as I said, is always on the cupid's bow so it can rise. That is what gives you that doll-like appearance. They come out almost like a heart shape, which is obviously very pretty. That's what's preferred so much nowadays. And because a lot of precision is required, it takes a lot longer than the standard lips. A lot of tiny injections are applied, which is a lot more than the standard lip technique, which is why you may get a little bit more bruising than normal, or a lot more swelling, and a lot more discomfort than if you were to go for the standard lip technique, let's say. The process may take about 30 minutes to an hour, really depending on how much filler you need. This is also exactly what I got done, by the way, and nothing else. Yes, I did get a little bit of injection into the laugh line here as well. I didn't have too many to begin with, so it was a very slight little bit of filler used, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, and kind of that's it, which is very tiny amount. And because, you know, Dr. Noor said I didn't need any more, so I was happy. It's fine. But I do have to add, and I understand why everybody now is thinking all of a sudden that I got a lot of things done. It's because I found out from personal experience again that when you work on the symmetry of your face, when you enhance one feature, let's say you enhance your lips, all of a sudden the rest of the features starts looking a bit more different also. It's just how the symmetry of your face works. It's all an illusion. For example, if you raise your cupid's bow and you work on, let's say, to get the Russian lip technique done, then you may find that the distance between your lips and nose gets smaller, and therefore your nose appears a bit more well-shaped all of a sudden also, and you get a bit more of a youthful look because of that. So it's all an illusion. It's all just playing with the symmetry, and it's really important before you get any filler or any Botox done to know and read your own face and to know a little bit about the symmetries of faces. Similarly, if somebody gets their nose job done, but well, we're not covering noses in this video here today, but let's say you get a nose job done, all of a sudden your cheekbones may appear to be a bit more higher. So it's just all about playing with the symmetry. If you improve one feature on your face, others kind of come in harmony along with that. Let's say you get your laugh lines removed, which is also called the nasolabial lines, which is the laugh lines here. When you inject anything into them, you will also now notice that your smile becomes a bit more brighter, your cheeks appear to be a bit more lifted in a way. It's just an illusion. Now, in this next segment of the video, I'm actually going to cover whether you need filler or Botox, because people are still so confused with different situations, thinking that everything has to be solved with a filler, and that's actually not the case. So we're going to clear that up in this segment here now. If you think about it, it's very important to understand that, you know, as it sounds like filler is used to fill up a space. You know, I mean, it's really easy. I mean, it is what it sounds like, right? Botox is a little different. Now, Botox works on the muscle, which of course you can't see. So, which is also why when you fill with a filler, you see instant results, instant swelling or whatever. When you do Botox, you really can't see anything because it worked on the muscle, which is inside. It's not used to fill up the spaces. Does that make sense? Like, this is as simple as I can explain this to you. So when you're using fillers, just think about you're filling up something, like pumping up something. Botox is not pumping anything, okay? So, which is also why Botox shows results within about 2 weeks, because it's working on the muscle, on relaxing the muscle in most cases. But fillers are just filling something. Now, whether you're filling your jawline, your chin, your nose, your lips, whatever, it's filling. Does that make sense? Now, once we are clear with this point here, let's move forward. I'm gonna now include some questions that you guys have sent me over to my Instagram. By the way, if you're not a part of my community on Instagram, make sure you to follow me and stay in touch with me. I am very active on Instagram. Okay, the first question I got is that I have a double chin, so can I get a double chin filler? And I'm like, wait a minute, how can you even say that? You have a double chin, which means you have a little bit of extra fat hanging on there. Okay, you want to fill it up even more? Are you serious? You do not get a filler done to fill up an already filled chin. Does that make sense? I'm just trying to make it really simple for you guys here, okay? Let me actually explain this to you in 4 different ways, because it's a little complicated when it comes to your double chin. Let me explain this to you guys. Here we go. A, if you have literal fat, extra fat, hanging on here, creating that double chin for you, then you don't need a filler. Botox, we'll talk about that later. What you need first is actually a fat dissolving injection, which is also called Aqualix. Aqualix is injected directly into the fat tissue, you know, right here, which kind of kills the fat cells, and then they are removed by your body, wasted by your body naturally. And as a result, it slims down that area, which is the chin, you know. B. Now, if you're talking about double chin as in a dimple in your chin, for some reason, some people still call it a double chin. It's not a double chin, it's just a cleft in your chin, which has to do with the muscle building when you were a baby, whatever, let's not get into that. So this is a cleft in your chin that you have. If you want to remove that dimple basically from the chin, then you can have a filler in this case. By the way, this cleft is, you know, it's not very rare. It actually is quite common now. It appears to be present in 20 to 30% of people. These dimples in your chin are also considered, by the way, a symbol of beauty and youth in many regions of planet Earth. How you remove that? Well, you use a filler for that. Jawline or Restylane is used in this case, which fills up that little gap you have between the muscles. The way you remove that dimple from your chin is you fill it up. You use a filler. Simple. C. Another scenario is if you have double chin, but you also at the same time have a very narrow jawline. In that case, if you actually go and get a filler in your jawline, so like a jawline filler, if you get that done, it may result also in a tighter look, which results in the reduction of the appearance of your double chin. And the reason is when you get your jawline done, think about it, you're basically kind of tightening and lifting that skin from underneath, right, to go towards the jawline because it's gonna get filled up, right? So it creates that tightness around here, which reduces the appearance of your double chin also. Again, if you can go for this option or not, again depends on the symmetry of your face, the way your face is structured. Only the practitioner or your esthetician is going to be able to tell you that. So get your face analyzed by an esthetician. They will be able to tell you what option you should actually go for. D, in some cases, just having your chin a little bit filled up with a filler may also reduce the appearance of double chin from underneath. Again, it also depends the way your face is structured and how deep and how serious is your double chin. It really depends on that. Also keeping in mind that sometimes in some cases, of course, getting a Botox done right under your jawline area and stuff tightens that skin, lifts that skin, it relaxes the muscle right under here, and that can also reduce the appearance of your double chin. So filler or Botox in these situations, now you guys know the difference, right?
The difference in scenarios, basically.
Question number 2. I want a defined jawline as well as a chin, so what do I do? What do I go for? The answer to that is obviously for a jawline and a chin, you need a filler. That's what you need. You want to fill up that feature, basically. So if you want a more defined jawline, I think when it comes to jawlines or the lips, if we compare the two, the difference is that with lips you may need, I don't know, 1 ml, 1.5, 0.5 in some cases, or literally 2 ml for a real difference if you have very thin lips, let's say. But when it comes to the jawline, you may need 2 ml put on each side of the jaw. And it's because your jaw obviously covers a larger area, so you may need a bit more, which is also why it can cost a bit more to get your jawline and chin defined more than the lips. Obviously lips may cost you around, I don't know, 200 pounds, 300, 400, really depends on who you're going to. But the jawline and the chin may cost you 700 pounds up to 1,000 pounds sometimes, again depending on how much ml you need in your face and who is it that you're going to and what material are they using, because there's different kinds of fillers and stuff. But one thing to remember is your jawline filler and your chin filler may last you a long time than the ones that you use for your lips. So you may notice that your jawline would stay put for a very long period of time, and it's because of the difference between the filler. So a filler that is used in your lips is a lot softer in texture and has movement to it, which is what you need in your lips because obviously you're going to be speaking, talking, eating, right? But for your jaw, you don't need that kind of mobility for your jawline. So the filler that is used for your jawline is different in its texture because it's made to imitate a bone structure. So what happens is once you get injected in your jawline, the filler tends to sit right on top of your own bone, imitating bone structure, and becomes hardened. And that is also why it lasts for a longer period of time. It may last you up to 2 years, sometimes less or more, it really depends on your body, but 2 years is what people commonly say it lasts for. Commonly used fillers for your jawline and chin are Jawline Voluma or Restylane Lift. Question number 3. I want my chin done, but I don't want them to touch my jawline. Is that a good option for me to go for? Of course you can. I mean, it's not necessary to get the chin done as well as the jaw all together. Again, it depends on the symmetry of your face. But mainly whenever you go for a jawline, they always do touch up on your chin just a little bit, just to balance your face out a little bit, because that's important, right? Because it's all about symmetry, remember? So if you want to get your chin done but not your jawline, in that case, think about your face. Do you have a very wide face? Then in that case, feminizing your chin a little bit may bring harmony to your face. It may make you look a lot more prettier and more feminine also. So in that case, it's a good idea. However, let's say you have a very long, oval, tall, slim face. In that case, going for a chin, making your chin a bit more pointy, may make your face look a lot more longer and slimmer and taller, you know. And I think in my personal opinion, it's not a pretty look. But again, it depends on the way your chin is structured, because in some cases you may have a long, tall face, but your chin needs a little bit of a touch up because your chin is probably not very balanced or not very structured. Well, maybe if it needs a little bit of rounding or structure or a proper chin look, then yeah, in that case you may obviously get a filler done. But again, I have to repeat that this is just something your esthetician may be able to tell you in a better way after analyzing your face. And if you're still in doubt, then maybe consult a few more doctors before you really get it done, because I mean, in London, of course, you get consultations for free. Your first consultations are usually free, and they tell you what to do to your face and what not to do. And so if you're still in doubt, then consult 2 or 3 different estheticians and then just go with the one you really like. And I think when it comes to your face, it's really important to go to the one that you really like. We girls, we sometimes get really conscious about facial features or whatever. You really want to go to a doctor that you personally like and can work with, because I can tell you one thing: once you start with this journey of filler, you will have to build a constant ongoing relationship with your doctor or esthetician, whoever it is, you know, because it's an ongoing process, right? If you get your jawline done today, maybe in 2 years time, 3 years time, you want to get a touch up again, you know. So it's a good idea to have the same doctor to always go to. That's what I personally believe in. I would only get stuff done from one person that I know I really truly like, and build ongoing relationships and just go to them and point period blank. I personally do not like estheticians who are way too stuck just with their own ways or just with their own opinions and not ready to listen, or too criticizing of what your opinion is about your face, you know. Trust me, you do get those also, that really just want to focus on making you look like a Kim Kardashian. And the thing is, not everybody wants that look, but it's okay. I think some estheticians are just way more trained in that area than just natural looks. Yeah, good for them. If that's what you like, then of course go to an esthetician who really is very well experienced in the Kim K or the Kylie Jenner kind of look. But if you want something a bit more which is customized to you, really you need a very open-minded esthetician. Talk to them and listen to what they're saying. Are they really understanding what you want? If they do, then that's amazing. But if what they are telling you just doesn't go well with your idea, then you may want to give it another thought. You have to study your own face. It really helps when you know a little bit about facial symmetry, when you have read your own face properly, and when you know your own face, your facial structure and the symmetry of your own face. Being knowledgeable on that subject may really help you in this journey. It may help you also understand what you really need to get done realistically and what you just don't need at all. Next question is, I want an eyebrow lift. What do I do? That will be Botox. When it comes to eyebrow lifting, you have to go for Botox because it relaxes the muscle between your eyebrows, and so it also gets rid of those angry frown lines, and it lifts the brow from the sides, kind of like this. So basically injections are done right here around the eyebrow area, and so it results in a brow lifting, you know, and you see results between 2 to 3 weeks anyway. Now Botox may last you about 4 to 6 months, sometimes just 3 months, sometimes a little longer. It really again depends on your body and on your lifestyle also. I mean, they say that people who work out a lot and are very physically active, their body eats up the filler quicker, and the Botox may not last as long either. Again, I'm not sure how correct this information is. If you are an esthetician or a doctor, please let me know down in the comments below if this information is even correct, because I have heard this statement a few times. I also read it somewhere, I can't remember where, but yeah, I'm gonna give a few links in the description anyway for references where I got my information from, you know, so it may help you. Question number 5, I have hooded eyes. Please tell me what to do about those. In this case, I do know that now they do like an eyelid surgery, which you know, makes your eyelid look bigger, you know, a larger surface area of your eyelid. Obviously that's a pretty look. Everybody would love to have that rather than hooded eyes. So however, here you do have another option, by the way. So instead of going for the surgery, the eyelid surgery, which is also called blepharoplasty. Yeah, so instead of going for that surgery, you can actually do an eyebrow lift Botox. So raise your brows and notice how all of a sudden your eyelids appear a bit larger also. So every time you get Botox for your eyebrow lifts done, it also results in lifting of the upper eyelid also, making your eyes look a bit more awakened and healthier. And it also gets rid of the extreme hooded eye appearance, the angry appearance, you know? Because not only does that lift the eyebrow, but the eyes appear to be lifted slightly as well, because it also tightens the area around your upper eyelids. It results in a very significant difference in your hooded eyes. So you can reduce the appearance of angry, frowned, hooded eyes with Botox. It may help you in that. Again, depending on how hooded really your eyes are, you could actually just go for this option. It's a lot cheaper. I mean, Botox in this case may cost you 200 to 400 pounds, depends. But if you go for the surgery, that can cost you up to, I think, 2,000 pounds, sometimes even 3. But I'm quite fascinated with the procedure, the surgery of the eyelid, which is called the blepharoplasty. I find it very fascinating. I think I really want to do a little bit more research on that and maybe make another video just on that. If you want me to, let me know down in the comments. Question number 6, I want to get rid of my dark circles. What do I do? Okay, in this case, I think many people are really confused. For dark circles, do you get Botox or do you get a filler? The answer is for tear-throughs, this is also what it's called, you get a filler. Most commonly used filler is Revelax and Revelax Fine. Now the thing is, with this filler, the texture, the structure of this filler is really thin, which is quite suitable for this area, because think about it, your under eye area is very delicate area. Again, a lot of precision is required in this case, very thin needles and a very fine filler, a very thin filler is required on this area. Good thing now about this procedure is that this filler may last you up to like 1 to 2 years. And now the reason for that is because, again, think about it, with your lips, you are talking, eating, laughing, whatever. You use your lips a lot. You're moving your lips all the time, really. However, your under eyes, you're not moving this area of your face as much, right? Which is why, because this area is not very mobile, that is why that filler in that area lasts you for a longer period of time, and that is an amazing thing. Now what happens a lot of times is because of your bad sleeping patterns or bad routine, bad lifestyle, bad food intake, what can happen is, or also because of stress, by the way, you lose volume under your eye area, and which creates that hollowness, that emptiness. And that hollowness creates kind of like a shadow effect, which results in the appearance of dark circles. So what you do is, when you get your filler done, it raises that area, plumps up that area obviously, and the hollowness and that shadow is gone. So that gives you that appearance of brighter, awakened eyes once again. And it makes you look like you had a good night's sleep after ages. Now to plump up this hollowness, I know a lot of people use, eye gels, eye creams, even the caffeine solution by The Ordinary. That may help plump up that area just for a little while, but really, is that really a solution? Obviously it's not. So in that case, of course, you would prefer to go for a filler and then be at peace for at least 2 years or so. Again, sometimes even less, depends on your body. Now, how much filler do you need for the tear-throughs? So that really depends on how hollow your eyes are, how dark the shadow is. But in most cases, 0.2 is used on both sides, and that's enough. You don't need too much under your eyes. Again, it's a delicate area, a lot of precision is required, and so it may cost you about 250 up to 400 pounds. So it may be a little bit of a discomfort for a few days at least. But it's worth it, I mean, if you consider the amount of time it's going to last you, it's quite worth it. It gives you a fresher, younger, youthful look. Your under eyes don't appear to be that dark and hollow anymore, so I think it's always worth it, for sure. I think, in my personal opinion, the best treatment to get done ever with time as you age, I think, would be the one for your tear-throughs, definitely. To get rid of your dark circles, 100% yes. I mean, not everybody prefers fuller, bigger lips, Barbie lips. That's okay, that's your choice. Not everybody wants a sharp jawline or a very feminized, pointy chin. Awesome. However, one problem we all may have in common, as we go in our 30s or our 40s is that we will all get hollows under our eyes. We will all get kind of dark circles, right? So I think personally I would definitely say that's the first thing to look at. You know, you may not want to change your features, amazing, but dark circles is something I think we all would get at one point. So I'm all up for that, 100%. When I need it, I'll definitely go. Do I need it? I don't know if I need it now. Do I need it? I don't even know, like, considering I don't even sleep properly. Let's see. No, maybe after a few years. I'm okay until then. Guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. So I will answer every question in detail under this video. Let's have a healthy discussion about fillers and Botox. And of course, my channel is a very positive space for everybody to learn and grow together and to level up, of course. And I feel like fillers and Botox definitely is a part of it, because as we all age slowly, whatever, this is something we all will do and need anyway. If this is something you don't prefer, you're not into, then of course this video is not for you. So don't even bother commenting under this video. It's just not your type of content, you know, so you can skip this video basically. Also, please, if you are a doctor, a practitioner, an esthetician, you have any points to clarify, tell anything, please let us know down in the comments. If you want to add something, that will be so helpful. I would learn something too, and everybody who watches this and who reads the comment section, they will learn something too. So I would always encourage you guys to always keep commenting under my videos, because then everybody who sees that, it helps them, right? And that is what we are here for, to help each other and to grow together. And if you are a fan of these kinds of this kind of model, then please join the community, click the subscribe button, stay in touch with me via Instagram. I shall see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Recording this video is making me want to get a jawline filler done too. Do I need one? But I think I'm fine. I'm happy with the lips. You know what? Forget it. The symmetry is great. We're fine. Should I? No. No, I have a wide enough face. Maybe when I'm 40. I'm okay.